Men in Black International is a 2019 American science fiction action comedy film directed by F. Gary Gray and written by Art Markham and Matt Holloway. It is the fourth and final installment in the Men in Black film series, and is stand-alone sequel of the Men in Black 3 set in the same universe as the previous films. It is the first film in the series to not feature Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones as the main characters. It is loosely based on the Malibu/Marvel comic book series of the same name by Lowell Cunningham. The film stars Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, Kumail Nanjiani, Rebecca Ferguson, Rafe Spall, Lauren, and Larry Bourgeois, and Liam Neeson. Emma Thompson reprises her role from the third film, while Tim Blaney returns to voice Frank the Pug from the first two installments. The film follows the Men in Black taking on its biggest threat, a mole in the agency. Talks of a fourth Men in Black film began after the release of Men in Black 3 in 2012. In February 2018, Hemsworth signed on to lead a spin-off while Gray was hired to direct, and Thompson joined the cast the following month. Filming took place in New York City, Morocco, Italy, and London from July to October 2018. Men in Black International was theatrically released in the United States on June 14, 2019, by Sony Pictures, releasing under its Columbia Pictures label. The film was a box office disappointment and received generally negative reviews, which criticized the lackluster action and forgettable plot, although the chemistry between Hemsworth and Thompson was praised. Early life. Nanjiani grew up in Karachi, the first of two sons of Sindhi Muslim couple Shabana and Ijaz Nanjiani. The BBC radio presenter Shireen Nanjiani is his second cousin. During his childhood, he lived in Karachi and attended St. Michael's Convent School for his O-levels and graduated from Karachi Grammar School to complete his A-levels, where he was the class fellow of Sharmeen Abaid Chinoy. At 18, he moved to the U.S. and enrolled at Grinnell College in Grinnell, Iowa, where he graduated in 2001 with a double major in computer science and philosophy. He then moved to Chicago and began performing stand-up comedy at open mic events. Career. In 2007, Nanjiani wrote and staged an original autobiographical one-man show in Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles. After moving to New York, he continued to perform stand-up and made occasional appearances on shows including Michael and Michael Have Issues and The Colbert Report. In 2009, he performed at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. In 2011, Nanjiani and ex-Play staffer Ali Baker began hosting a video game-themed podcast, titled The Indoor Kids. In late August of the same year, Baker left the show and Nanjiani began hosting with his wife, Emily V. Gordon. Until other commitments took over, he appeared regularly on Dan Harmon's podcast Harmontown, where he played Dungeons and Dragons with Harmon as a character named Chris de Berg. He played a delivery man in the 2013 film, The Kings of Summer. In addition to guest starring in various comedy shows like Portlandia, Nanjiani was featured in a supporting role in the TNT series Franklin and Bash. He played the role of Pinder Singh, an agoraphobic fiction nerd working for the title characters. Nanjiani guest starred on HBO's Veep as a statistician. He had a recurring role of Amir Larousa on Newsreaders, as well as Prismo on Adventure Time. His Comedy Central special titled Beta Male aired in July 2013. In late June 2013, Comedy Central announced the pickup of a show The Meltdown with Jonah and Kumail, hosted by Jonah Ray and Nanjiani. The show, featuring Nerd Melt comedy regulars and various comedians, began airing in July 2014. In April 2014, he began playing the character Dinesh in the HBO sitcom Silicon Valley. He voiced Reggie in the video game The Walking Dead, Season 2. In July 2014, Nanjiani hosted a weekly podcast titled The X-Files Files, dedicated to discussion and fond reminiscences about the X-Files. Each episode features him and a guest, including former The X-Files writers, producers, actors, and directors, in light-hearted banter about one or two episodes of the series. On July 30, 2014, Nanjiani appeared on Ken Reed's TV Guidance Counselor podcast. In 2015, Nanjiani guest-starred in an episode of Broad City called In Heat. Starting on March 22, 2015, he provided his voice for the character of Mishak Moradai in the Hunt the Truth audio drama, part of the marketing campaign for Halo 5, Guardians. On May 5, 2015, he appeared on Inside Amy Schumer in the episode 12 Angry Men Inside Amy Schumer, a parody of 12 Angry Men, as one of the members of the jury. In July 2015, Nanjiani provided guest voices on Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Pen Zero, Part-Time Hero. In 2017, Nanjiani starred in the romantic comedy film The Big Sick, which he wrote with his wife Emily V. Gordon. The film is about their relationship, with Nanjiani playing himself and Zoe Kazan playing Gordon. The film was one of the most acclaimed films of 2017, and was chosen by American Film Institute as one of the top 10 films of the year and was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. The film was also the third highest grossing independent film released in 2017, grossing over $40 million. In 2018, he was invited to the Actors and Writers branch of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. In 2019, Nanjiani headlined the first episode of the CBS All Access revival of the anthology series The Twilight Zone. For his role on The Twilight Zone, Nanjiani received a nomination for the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series. In film, Nanjiani voiced the alien Pawnee in Men in Black International, which was released on June 14. Nanjiani stated, "I play an alien so you won't see my face but you'll hear my voice. I'm a little alien frog/lizard thing." Nanjiani also stars in the action comedy film Stuber, released on July 12. In 2020, Nanjiani lent his voice to Plimpton, an ostrich, in the adventure comedy film Doolittle. He also wrote for and produced the Apple TV and anthology series Little America, which premiered in January 2020. The series is based on the story collection of the same name from Epic magazine, which focuses on stories from immigrants. To promote the series, Nanjiani appeared at the Apple event of March 25, 2019. Nanjiani starred with Issa Rae in the comedy chase film The Lovebirds, directed by Michael Showalter, produced by Paramount Pictures, and released by Netflix in May 2020. In March 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Nanjiani and his wife Emily Gordon launched a podcast, Staying In with Emily and Kumail. The series chronicles their experiences as a couple forced to live in isolation during the global pandemic. The podcast has been widely acclaimed in the media, as a welcome respite during a period of high anxiety. GQ described it as consistently endearing, actually useful, and often hilarious. New York Magazine relates that all advice is shared via cute and charming banter. He starred in the Marvel Cinematic Universe film Eternals, as Kingo, which was released on November 5, 2021. Nanjiani received widespread attention and went viral after sharing pictures of his body transformation for the shooting of Eternals in 2019. Speaking with GQ, he noted how he has since become less comfortable to speak about his body due to the intense amount of attention it received online. In March 2021, Nanjiani was announced as cast in an upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series for Disney+. Upcoming projects. In February 2020, Nanjiani signed on to star in The Independent, a political thriller to be directed by Amy Rice. Personal life. In 2007, Nanjiani married author, producer, and former couples and family therapist Emily V. Gordon at Chicago City Hall. She was the producer of The Meltdown with Jonah and Kumail. Despite being a devout Muslim for most of his life, Nanjiani now identifies as an atheist. Nanjiani is an avid video gamer. Filmography: film, television, video games.